Happy Easter and good Posca to everyone. You know who this is, Aaron Vlogger. I first, again, would like to repeat, for those of you that don't know Danish, good Posca is the Danish term for Happy Easter. It is the first Sunday here in Denmark, so of course everybody has the day off. Technically, everybody from Wednesday of this current week till now is basically off. So that's one reason why a lot of videos are not done. I have been technically working for a company for a little bit now, for over a month. I think I mentioned the company before. I'm not going to mention them again. But when I come home, I'm tired. I'm exhausted as hell. But I do, plan on doing some more things in the future, and videos are coming. Just be patient. So if you hear in the background, obviously I'm watching some American NBA basketball. It's the playoffs. So I have to apologize if I get drowned out by the very exciting game that's going on between San Antonio and the Mavs. But anyways, it's not the reason why I made this video. Made this video is because a lot of you have been asking, Vlogger, you do so many videos, with differences between USA and Denmark, and we want to know, which one has advantages in this and that. But what are some of the similarities that you've had since you have left your land and come to a new one? I tell you, there's not a few. There is one or two. And one of them being that, obviously, you guys are starting to integrate some things that are huge over in the States. Basketball, for example. Granted, basketball is not widely huge over here. I appreciate that that they do their very best to try to broadcast from another signal what goes on in the States, with the NBA and the NFL, things of that nature. That's super cool, because I'm not going to lie. I knew about the football, like soccer football, but I didn't think that people were into NFL and NBA. And the only sport that I really don't see over here broadcast a lot is probably had to be baseball. Now, I'm not a huge baseball fan, but every once in a while I wouldn't mind maybe seeing one or two baseball games, depending on who's playing and what's at stake. Another cool thing that I think similarities are, and this is happened somewhat a little bit recent. When I first got here, the stores in Denmark, I think their normal closing time was like at 8 in 8 in the evening. Now they've shifted to 10, and I know of only one store that stays late till 11, and that's Kiwi Mini Place. But I wouldn't be surprised if they start migrating that 24-hour thing. I know it's far-fetched, but it would honestly a little bit be cool. Just maybe one store. I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying Den Supermarket or anything like that. But they're I guess in a weird way, they're making things more convenient for the customers. Another thing that I find similar is that I like, Denmark again is very slowly getting things to the point where I'm trying to find it and say this in a way that it won't sound stupid, if I could say that. But Denmark it's the television shows. There are a lot of TV shows over here that, of course, come from the States, but they're not caught up in the series. I guess they're not caught up at the same like the way it is in the States. Like, for example, what's the name of that program? Game of Thrones. Excuse me, Game of Thrones. Popular program over in the States. That's all I hear. Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead. Of course, now there was some time when that stuff wasn't even thought of over here. Now they're I guess outsourcing. That's the word I was looking for. Outsourcing some of those big time popular TV series. Granted, they're not up to speed on episodes like they are in the States. I think, for example, Walking Dead could be in like episode 6 or season 6. Excuse me. Over here in Denmark, it'll just now be starting up in like 2 or 3 or something like that. So they're not too far behind. So the rest of the world is somewhat caught up. So, but that's another cool similarity that I particularly find very nice, in knowing. So, for those of you that want to know, I know it didn't seem like much. Like, wow, it's not really much of similarities. It's kind of hard when you sit down and think about it. Denmark is doing things in their own way, and things are different over from the States. So there's not a lot of similarities. I tried to pick the best three that I can find it with those three right there. So, with that being said, first and foremost, I would like to, for those of you that don't know or not up to date with the current events, one of these big time announcers in the NBA, I think his name is Craig Seager. This guy has some type of, I don't think it's leukemia, but some type of, he went in his first round of radiation with that stuff. I think it's not cancer, but it's some type of really bad illness. So it's like the whole entire NBA and the entire world, people that follow NBA, of course myself. Many prayers to that guy. I hope stay strong, because I like to do his interviews, and his suits are just crazy. Who interviews, LeBron James, the MVP, with the loudest plaid suit on? It's funny, but that's one of the things I had on my mind. Another thing is, what are you doing right now for Posca? This is what I'm doing. I'm by myself, technically working on some things with my job and somewhat school-oriented things. And I just want to know, what do you do? What do you do to celebrate Posca? What do you do to celebrate Easter? Do you even celebrate it? Wherever you're at in the world, wherever you're watching this from. Because I know many places in the world don't necessarily celebrate the same holidays. Oh, before I forget, that was something else I thought was very nice and similar between Denmark and USA. They celebrate holidays, but I mean, of course, there are a few that are just on one hand and one on the other hand, but that's a waste of time. And in any other case, that's it from me. I really don't think I have anything else. Hopefully there'll be a video tomorrow. We'll see what the day brings us for number 2, Posca in Denmark. For people in the States, it's just another day. So, that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get back to this great struggle matchup between these two teams, and then I have to support my championship award-winning, hopefully three-peating Miami Heat, see what happens. So, favorite vlogger signing out, guys. Thank you for your attention. Have a great weekend. Have a great holiday. Please be safe, and eat lots of chocolate bunnies, because they're yummy.